ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेद ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। Om. In this session we will try to complete discussion on the rest of the suktas, 3 of them from sage Kutsa. Kutsa Rishi, Suktam 113, Kautsa, Akutsa Rishi, Usha Ratri, Chadevada, Trushtub Chanda. Superficially, Usha may mean physical dawn. Usha may also stand for dawning of spiritual knowledge in the implied sense. This is to be inferred from the Sukta. Idam Sreshtham Jyotisham 113.1. This supreme light, the best of all lights, has arrived. That wonderful apparition came into being with the all-pervading Savita. The way night is born from Lord Savita, the night gives up the abode for the birth of Usha. Ignorance or darkness associated with truth is destroyed when knowledge dawns on the minds. Ignorance is unreal or imagined on truth. 113.2. Rushad Vatsa Rushati. Rushad Vatsa Rushati. This white shining Usha, who has the sun as her child, has arrived. The dark night has reached her own abode. Both of them displace each other, but are related to one another through the sun. They traverse the space, maintaining the eternal cycle of day following night. These rigs are self-explanatory, considering Usha to be physical dawn. Samano Athva 113.3. They are like two sisters whose path is the same and endless. As ordained by the Creator, night and dawn, though of different forms, traverse the path alternately for the same purpose, controlled by the sun. They do not obstruct each other or stand still. Bhaswati Netri 113.4. The multicolored, wonderful Usha is a brilliant guide of the speakers of pleasant truth or truthful words. She should be known by all of us well. She opens the door of the light, illuminating the world. She makes visible all riches. She manifests the world that had been as though swallowed by the darkness of night. Spiritual Usha or dawn is the guide of speakers of truthful words. Truth is oneness of the self. This is being implied here. 113.5. Jihmasye. Usha, who is abundantly rich, arouses men who have been sound asleep to exertion in different ways. One man for enjoying happiness, one for performing sacrifices, another for making money, etc. She enables men who had lost their visibility in the darkness to see clearly. She makes the whole world visible to all. Both superficial and implied interpretations are possible on these works. 113.6 Kshatrayatvam. O Usha, you illuminate all worlds with your light, driving one to go for studying sciences, one for food, one for desirable objects, one for fame, one for acquiring wealth and various means of maintaining life in accordance with dharma, one for well-known dealings with speech, etc. 113.7 is the next track. Esha Divo Duhita. This daughter of the sun, Usha, is white-robed and is the mistress of all worldly wealth. Removing darkness, she is seen by all. O auspicious lady, dispel all our darkness of ignorance, please, here and now. Parayadi. 113.8. This Usha, following the path of the endless mornings that have already passed, is the first of the endless mornings that are yet to appear. Dispersing darkness, she arouses all living beings from slumber, resembling death, and awakens them all. Usho edagnim samithe. 113.9. Usho edagnim samithe. O Usha, you kindle Agni the fire in the light of the sun. You dissipate all troubles or miseries. You wake up all. You impel persons to perform sacrifices among the shining beings. You alone perform such noble deeds. Kiyatya yat samaya. 113.10. For how long Epiri dawns have been rising, and also how long will they arise, desiring to bring light to us? So long this Usha or dawn pursues dawns who have gone before, and shining brightly precedes dawns that are yet to follow. 113.11. Iyushte ye. All these mortal men who had seen the rising dawns before have passed away. The rising dawns are being seen by us clearly now. In the same way, who are to see the rising dawns after the nights in future are yet to come. 113.12. Yavayadvesha Rutapa. O Usha, like a noble lady, you are a remover of hostility and animosity, are a guardian of Rita, eternal laws of nature, are giver of happiness. You are most auspicious, are utterer of truthful words, are most excellent, and you are exciting good conduct in scholars. May you rise up here and now, holding bliss for enlightened souls. Next book is 113.13. Shashwat Purusha, noble learned Usha, has risen continuously in former times. She still rises in this world like a source of wealth. She will rise up in days to come, giving light to the world. Free from decay and death, she moves on, impelled by her own natural attributes. 113.14. Vya Anjibhirdiva, noble learned Usha, with her beams of light, rises up illuminating the space in all directions. Thus she throws off the dark form of the night. She comes in her charming form in a well-harnessed chariot with purple-colored horses or rays. Avahanti Poshya. 113.15. Usha, bringing to us her life-sustaining virtues, imparts her wonderful rays of light to the world, thereby illuminating it. She is the same as the numerous dawns that have already passed. She has appeared today as the first of the brilliant dawns that are yet to come. 113.16. Udirdham Jivo. Woman, rise from bed. Our inspiring life revives. Darkness has departed. Light has come. Usha has opened the path for the sun to travel. We go to that state where men increase their strength and vitality. In this, Usha stands for spiritual dawn. Strength and vitality of a person increases many folds with the dawning of truth, because he becomes one with birthless Brahman. 113.17. Suyumana Vaja, a learned scholar, shining like fire, invokes Usha. She shines, dispelling darkness with well-connected and pleasant Vedic hymns. Usha, O possessors of wealth, may you remove the darkness of ignorance from the mind of the learned scholar and bestow on us that food which is conducive for obtaining good progeny. Learned scholar implies the seer of the Sukta. He is invoking spiritual dawn by this Ruk. Rest of the Ruk becomes self-explanatory with this explanation. 113.8. Ya Gomatir, Usha is a giver of cows or rays of knowledge for an offerer of oblations. On hearing the noble speech of the extractor of Soma essence, may she rise up quickly like the wind and become the bestower of heroic children and horses, or spiritual light rays for the scholar. (113.19) Mata Devana Madite. O Usha, invoked by all, you are the mother of all enlightened souls, are the protector of all creations of Aditi, Mother Nature, are instructress of sacrifices like a flag. You illumine the greatness of the Creator. Please establish us among the people and unfold these Vedic hymns to us. Last ruk in the Sukta, 113.20. Yet chitramapna ushaso. Whatever wonderful, noble and attainable kinds of wealth Usha brings to an admirable performer of sacrifice, may Mitra, Varuna, Aditi, the oceans, the earth and the shining space or sunlight magnify that wealth. Attainable wealth here means self-knowledge. May spiritual Usha reveal self-knowledge to the seer of the Sukta. This Suktam is to be considered as a good Ushastuti in Rigveda. Another famous prayer Suktam, this one in honor of Rudra from sage Kutsa, follows in Chandas, Jagati and Trushto. Suktam 114. Ima Rudraya Tavase Kapartine Kshayadviraya Prabharamahe Mati. 114.1. This is one of very famous prayer stutis on Rudra. We offer these wonderful hymns and words of Vedic wisdom to mighty Rudra, who has matted hair, whose heroes are destroyers of all defects, in order that bipeds and quadrupeds in this village, namely the earth, may live in good health and the whole world may become well nourished and free from disease. Rudra is accompanied by a set of heroic attendants. He is supposed to have matted hair and is considered to be a physician, curer of all diseases. Bipeds and quadrupeds lead a healthy life on account of him. Mulano Rudrotano Mayaskridhikshayadviraya Namasa Vithemate, and so on. 114.2. O Rudra, we pay homage and serve you with food wholeheartedly. Please be gracious to us and give us happiness. O Rudra, like a wise father, may you bestow on us that happiness and freedom from disease, so that we may enjoy them under your directions. 114.3. Ashyamate Sumatim. O liberal Rudra, through the association of enlightened souls, may we obtain the good intellect of yours. You are a giver of shelter to heroes, who promotes the happiness of your subjects and whose heroes unharmed. May you receive them from all sides. We invoke you with worshipful hymns. 114.4. Tvesham Vayam Rudram. For our preservation we invoke Rudra, who is restrainer of enemies, is tactful to wicked foes, is exceedingly wise, and he is accomplisher of sacrifices. We pray for his noble intellect. May he drive away from us unrighteous persons who insult enlightened scholars. 114.5. Divo Varaha Marusham. Which physician holds in his hands excellent medicaments and who grants us healthy and good armor and glorious weapons, that radiant form with matted hair, who is like a water showering cloud in the atmosphere, and who is brilliant. Him we invoke with food and salutations. Rudra is a physician. He is being invoked by this Ruk. 114.6 Idam Pitre Marutam Uchyate. To Rudra, the creator of air or Maruts, the sweet enhancing Vedic hymns are being sung by me. O immortal one, grant us that food fit for mortals. Please bestow on us happiness, on our children and grandchildren too. Air is said to be a creation of Rudra in this Ruk. Food fit for man could be for the body or the mind, namely knowledge. Fittest food is self-knowledge. 114.7. This is a very famous Ruk. Mano Mahantam Udamano Arbhagam Mana Ukshantam Udamana Ukshitap. O Rudra, please do not harm either the old or the young among us, nor people who are capable of begetting and who have already begotten, nor our father and mother, nor those bodies which are dear to us. 114.8 Manastogetanaye mana ayu mano goshu mano ashveshu dirisha. O Rudra, in anger, may you not cause any harm to our sons and grandsons, and to our infants, to our cattle, or to our horses. May you not kill our valorous men. Possessed of wisdom and knowledge, we invoke you only constantly. Upadestoman 114.9. O creator of air or Maruts, Rudra, I submit these admirable hymns to you as a cowherd returns the cows to their owner. Please bestow on us happiness. Your auspicious, happiness-bestowing benevolence is a cause of delight to us. That protection of yours we invoke. Happiness could be for the body, mind or soul. Physical happiness, mental peace and bliss of Brahman respectively. Are te go hamuta 114.10. O cause of inhabitation of heroes, please keep away from us a man killer, a cow killer, whether they are near or far away. By doing this, let the happiness and satisfaction be ours. Please make us happy. O brilliant one, let me speak to you. You are our protector in two worlds, this and the next. Please grant us happiness. The two worlds imply the material world and the spiritual world, the state of birthless Brahman. 114.11. Avochama namo asma. Desiring protection, we bow down to him. May that learned Rudra hear our invocation. May Mitra, Varuna, Aditi, the oceans, the earth, and the light of the sun hear our prayers and make us grow. This is just a concluding Ruk, a prayer presumably addressed to Rudra to hear these hymns full of knowledge of four kinds. Let the divinities mentioned here also hear these hymns. Suktam 115. Suktam 115. This is the last Suktam from sage Kutsa in this Mandalam, which is a good Surya Suktam in Trushtup Chandas. 115.1. Chitram Devanam Udagadanigam. That wonderful splendor which acts as the eye of resplendent beings like Mitra, Varuna, Agni, etc. has come up. The sun, representing the supreme soul of the moving and non-moving objects, has filled up the atmosphere, the space and earth with his brilliance. This is a simple description of sunrise. Symbolically, the sun represents the Atma, the source of spiritual light. Suryo Devanamushasam 115.2. The sun follows the pleasing, brilliant Usha, like a man following a young and beautiful maiden, for getting enlightened. Leaders of men desiring the company of enlightened souls reckon the 4 ages in his presence for the sake of doing good to others. Time is reckoned with respect to apparent movement of the sun. The 4 ages are Krita, Treta, Dwapara and Kali. Bhadra Ashwa Harita 115.3. Auspicious, wonderful, horse-like, yellowish colored rays of the sun are to be praised again and again. These variegated rays stay at the summit of the space, paying homage to the sun. They pervade the space and earth quickly in all directions. These rugs may not need any additional explanation. 115.4. Tat Suryasya Devatvam. That splendor, greatness and work which pervade the entire solar world is withdrawn at the time of dissolution. Later, at the time of creation, the Creator set the sun in his place, namely the physical space, pervading all directions with his rays. From this physical space, he clothes the world with his light. After sunset, the night covers the world with a veil of darkness. At the end of one age, Yuga, all manifested material objects are supposed to disappear from the universe. This is the dissolution referred to in this book. 115.5. Tanmitrasya Varunasya. Sitting in mid-space, the sun displays infinite diverse forms for the sake of the whole world and of Mitra and Varuna. On the one hand, his yellowish or golden rays extend his infinite and brilliant power in all directions, and on the other, their departure brings in blackness of the night. Mitra takes charge of the universe during the day, Varuna during the night, or the sun looks after the interests of both of them. Series of suktas from sage Kutsa ends with the rig that follows. 115.6. Adya Deva Udita Suryasya. O resplendent beings, getting illumined by the rays of the rising sun today, may you deliver us from all heinous crimes and sins. May Mitra, Varuna, the oceans, the earth and the shining space or sunlight make us grow. With this, we will end this session, and in the next session, we will start off with the set of suktas from another great sage, Kakshivan of Aushija Gotra. Viramastavat.